What is up, artists and art fans? Thank you guys for tuning into the show once again. As I set up, oh, there we go. We are back. So as I set up, guys, make sure you guys are definitely following me here on the gram if you guys are not already. Make sure you guys check out Chatting with Zim on YouTube here. Make sure to go like, subscribe, and all that fun jazz. You know, you get all the entire archives there from all the previous guests that's been on. Quick special shout out to J.A. Arts. That was my last guest who I had on at a couple hours ago. So make sure you guys go back, check out that interview. Pretty awesome, pretty dope cat. Definitely open for art trades, and yeah, he filled us in, caught up. That was awesome. Aside from that, make sure you guys are commenting on Monday's post for your chance to win some cool stickers at the end of the show right now, so you guys could go back out, come back in, and just drop a comment. Doesn't matter what it is you say. You guys can give me the bird if y'all want, and y'all are still in. Congrats to Major Reaction. He won last episode's stickers, so this is the other set as well. There you go. Some nice shattered stuff effect for you. Make sure you guys are following Monsters Art Clan here. That's the crew, the homies, and of course check out Live with Seven, Dead and Laughing. They also do artist interviews as well. Without any further ado, though, let's give you guys what you guys came here to see. Thank you guys for joining in. And I see the man, the myth, the legend himself right now. Let's go ahead and get Eddy Draws It. Major Reaction, there you go. Major Reaction. Last you're the winner, my friend. So I think I should have your address, but if not, just send it again, man. It'll save me the trouble, and I'll go ahead and I'll mail you this, and I'll hook you up with some extra stuff, right? Because if y'all know, when you win something or buy something from the Zim Man, I always hook you guys up with some extra shit. It's not just what you guys ordered. So let's go ahead and let's get our guest on. Eddy Draws It. That is forward to this interview for a while now. There it is. What is up, brother?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Not much. Great, man. Fucking excited, man.
Yeah, me too, man. Should be fun.
Should be great. All right, and that was the interview. Thank you very much for joining, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm connected.
Bye.
Y'all missed it.
What you been up to, man?
Man, I've been getting myself, my mental health back into normal spaces. It's been a crazy couple months. It's still crazy, but yeah, man, it's been a mind fuck, bro. I don't know how else to say it. And
You had some stuff going on recently, huh?
A lot of things went down, man. So I choose not to say what it was, but it's family related, you know.
Yeah, man, that's always tough. I'm glad you came through it, dude.
Yeah, man. I thank you guys, especially Pez. I mean, Pez, notorious Pez. Shout out to him once again, man. He is the wind beneath my wings, you know. No, he definitely pushes me. Yeah, he definitely pushes me. Definitely lights that fire and reminds me to fucking get myself situated, man. So there he is, man. Big shout out to him, man.
What up,
great
Pez?
Guy, great thing. Yeah, great artist. But we're not here for Pez, man. Nobody's here for Pez. All right.
No.
Pez who? I don't know. Spencer, like I say, you know. Nah, man, we are here for you, brother. Thank you very much, man.
Oh, man, thank you. Thanks for having me, dude. I love what you do weekly with this show. You know, got to see and meet a lot of artists this way, and I'm glad to be part of the bunch, man. Part of episode 106, dude. It's a long-running show. Syndicated?
Yeah. Man, almost. I'm trying. Yeah, definitely trying, man. It's we'll see how far it goes. I got a nice 5-year plan, and so far it's going according to schedule. So.
Well, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Thank you, sir. And I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy everyone's here, man, and showing some love. I just want to let the room get in. Shout out to everybody joining us. We're here with Eddy Draws It, of course. If you guys don't know, make sure you guys are following. Also, if you guys need some, he has a link for standwithasians.com.
Yeah,
So that's up in the bio.
We did a little awareness boost to the Stand with Asians movement this past May. There was a big competition going with Stand with Asians and Illustrators for a Cause that we all participated in, submitted art, did a little tribute to Jim Lee, which was received very well by the community, and you know, just trying to do my part as an artist to kind of raise awareness for that cause.
No, that's dope. And remind me, man, because I had all this stuff going on, man. I wanted to participate. Is it still open or is it closed already?
I think it closed last
on
the 16th of May, actually.
Okay. Yeah,
but if you follow the hashtags, Stand with Asians, the account Stand with Asians, Illustrators for a Cause, you'll be able to see all the entries that that participated, and I think they're being deliberated. There should be, you know, it's a competition, so I know there's going to be a winner. I think there might be multiple winners, different prices like prints and original art that everybody kind of threw in as well to kind of incentivize people to participate and stuff. But yeah, it closed, so we're just kind of waiting on the results, and hopefully we can do a compilation of all the art that was shared with everybody. So that could be also, you know, be on the lookout for that too, hopefully.
Oh, word up, man. And yeah, definitely check that out. Before we get started, man, is there anywhere else that our viewers could reach you besides here Eddy Draws It on Instagram or on the it's the Clubhouse? I was gonna say Mickey Mouse for some reason.
Yeah,
but the Clubhouse, I mean, that's where I met you, man. So
that's right. Clubhouse family. Yeah, Clubhouse, Instagram. I have a Facebook page. It's Eddy Draws It as well. You know, feel free to go and like that as well, participate, and I am trying to work on a website, so that's hopefully coming soon. I'm still trying to get a little bit of research going on that too, just to kind of you know, get that wheel rolling as well. So it's in the works.
okay, cool, awesome. Well, you guys have it, man. Make sure y'all following, right? And shout out to everybody in the room. I think a few minutes is more than enough time. I see Bags for Days, Shadow Kitty, CH Art in the house. Dano Mike just joined us. We saw Pez a little earlier. Who else? Doyle Comic Art. What's up? Thank you for joining us. And that's it, man. Well, let's get into the nitty-gritty, right? So when I get new guests on, dude, I always love to know the origins and what made you you. You know, what got you to this point, you know?
Yeah.
So let's start there, man. I think that's a great starting point.
Dang, origin story, like as far as art or just like...
Yes, sir. No, I mean, we all know about the birds and the bees and everything. You know what I mean? We don't need all that stuff.
Well, my mom and dad, you know, fell in love. Just kidding. No, you know, I remember just drawing ever since I was a little kid. You know, I just recently like came to the realization that I started drawing just like Dragon Ball. You know, that was big in Mexico. I grew up in Mexico, in Monterrey, which is one of the biggest cities in the country, northern Mexico, and Dragon Ball, Pokemon, another couple, you know, animes that were like super huge out there. That's kind of, I feel like, what got me started just drawing, trying to copy that style, trying to copy those characters. And I pretty much did that. You know, I was, you know, growing up, you know, we moved to the U.S. when I was like 12 there in Houston. And I was always the kid just drawing stuff for people. And they're, you know, like those we used to have those binders that you can like fit all your like notebooks and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kind of like a cloth on the outside that you can like draw on. So I used to do that for people. So I was always that artist kid, you know, like the guy who knew how to draw, and everybody wanted to, you know, get something done and stuff like that. And then, you know, in high school, I just kind of, I don't know if I just lost the passion, or, you know, high school, you start getting cliquish, or at least it used to be that way. I don't know if that's the case anymore in high schools, but like back when we were growing up, there was always like the jocks and like, you know, like the nerdy kids and like the cheerleaders and stuff like that. So I think I don't know, like my interests kind of changed a little bit. I was trying to get in with the cool kids, you know, and like kind of art just went by that, by the, you know, I got into a sports. I was really big in sports. I did soccer for most of high school. And I don't know, I just kind of stopped drawing for a while. I got into music. You know, I taught myself how to play guitar and stuff like that. So,
Oh, nice.
and then graduated high school, went to college. Didn't do much drawing then. I did have a little stint drawing on, you know, like those Tom's shoes that used to come out.
Yeah, yeah,
They were like,
yeah, yeah.
they were like canvas shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did some like, I bought myself a pair and I just like pimped them out with like a bunch of musical acts that I loved, you know, like just like old school, like John Lennon, you know, Freddie Mercury. I did that, and that was kind of like my thing that I did in college. I did a couple pairs for other people, but it wasn't, you know, it's probably like a year, my freshman year at that. And I just didn't, it's like I pressed pause on my art skills for like 10 years. After I graduated college, you know, once I got a job, you know, I met my wife in college. We weren't really friendly in college, but we got a chance to kind of meet up afterwards in Houston, and, you know, we started dating, we got engaged, we got married. You know, just life kind of happens. And I kind of, you know, I lost art for the longest time. And 2-3 years back, I think I, you know, I'm a big YouTube fiend. And you know, I went through one of those little YouTube rabbit holes, and I started watching, I think it was a sci-fi channel video of Image Comics, right? And like the whole
Oh, the documentary that they had going on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And like I learned about like Jim Lee and Marcel Vestry, Ralph Liefeld, all of those folks, and that kind of got the juices flowing again, dude. That kind of inspired me. I think I went like the next day to like a comic book shop, and I just wanted art from Jim Lee. Like that was like my favorite guy. And I'd watched multiple videos of him after that documentary, and I was just obsessed. And luckily enough, he back then he was bigger. Like he used to stream more consistently than he does now on Twitch. So I would draw along with him, and I'd learn stuff or whatever. And that kind of got me back into making art. And I started drawing just for myself, just drawing daily, like little doodles here and there. I did like Inktober, you know, and that was really cool. I was getting, you know, some likes and stuff like that. And, you know, then I was like, you know, maybe I should try to like get compensated for my work. So I put up a couple of things on Etsy. I had an Etsy shop. I got a couple sales and stuff like that. And then, you know, my wife and I decided to move across the country to Seattle from Texas. And then, you know, my wife was pregnant, and then we had our kid, and that kind of took a little wind off the art sales, so to speak. But now, you know, joining Clubhouse, just meeting a whole bunch of artists and, you know, the people in the community kind of got me inspired again to kind of, you know, try to get this thing going again. And so here we are, dude. You know, I just opened up my commissions this past, you know, a couple weeks ago in May, and I'm getting some work, which is awesome. And, you know, I'm just starting. So, you know, the response has been awesome, dude. And I appreciate the support from people like you and, you know, people like Pess and, you know, Dom, everybody knows Dom, who have really like helped me out and kind of show me the ropes, so to speak, so that I can kind of, you know, get this thing going to hopefully one day make this my career, not just like a side hustle, you know?
Yeah, yeah, definitely plant the seeds, right?
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. That's kind of what got me to this point, and having a lot of fun with it.
Sweet, man. Yeah, man. And it's you pretty much kind of like um, you speak on something that a lot of artists, especially those that I had the privilege to talk to, man. We something that we all have in common is that we always take this hiatus, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I
Very
myself,
common story.
I took, yeah, I took a 7, 8 year hiatus before my daughter was born, and
Mm.
about three years ago, I just came back on, man. So that's pretty cool, bro. And from all people, Jim Lee and the whole Image documentary to bring it back, man. That's
Yeah,
fucking awesome, dude.
yeah, man. It's kind of like serendipitous in a way, but yeah, I'm still influenced a lot by the Image guys. I think like my art style is very sketchy in that way, very comic book heavy. But still trying to work on it, still trying to find my way, trying to find my own little thing that I can be known for. So I'm just loving the process right now. I know there's a long road ahead of me to kind of make this something that will be lasting, but as long as you enjoy the process, I'm happy.
No word. And here you go, just some. This
Oh,
is
dang.
for the Stand with Asians piece right there. Definitely,
Yeah, man. Let me see if I can pull up the one I have here.
definitely a nice. And Phalo says he took a 17-year break. So yeah, man.
There
Just a
we go.
testament to
Here's
some
the
of the
piece,
other. Oh dang, there it is.
the original.
Why hold it? Why hold it up when we could see the original?
Let's see, we got.
Doyle says, yeah, we all have to marinate. Damn right, we all do.
That's a good way to put it. We all have to marinate. I like that.
And
Thanks, Lilo.
yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And before we even get into anything else and go down this rabbit hole of Eddy, right? Um, let's get it. Let's do a little favorite. I call a little favorite game blast. Fast blast.
All
It's a
right.
little segment. I ask you a question. You tell me really quick your answer, man.
All right, cool.
And this is your favorites, all right? So,
All right.
favorite food.
Favorite food? Man, it's got to be. I gotta say pizza right now. That's kind of what I'm feeling.
Man, number one answer, man. Number one answer. Favorite music.
Favorite music? I'm really into like classic rock. That's kind of broad, but like Beatles are my favorite band of all time. Actually, that's a lie. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are my favorite band of all time. I'm very influenced by the Beatles and like Pink Floyd and people like that. So all of that stuff is good to me.
Word. Favorite car.
Favorite car? I'm not big. I'm not big on cars, dude. A Nissan Sentra, 2013 Nissan Sentra. That's kind of that's my favorite car. That is the car that I have, and that gets me from point A to point B.
All right, all right. There you go. Since you are a comic head, favorite comic. Excuse me, hold on.
Oh, salute.
No, gracias. Muchas gracias.
Favorite comic. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
my favorite comic currently is Chip Zdarsky's run on Daredevil. I just love the art. Cheto, he's unbelievable. I love the art and the writing, so that's got to be my favorite comic right now.
Sweet, man. Sounds good. Favorite artist.
Favorite artist? I gotta say Jim Lee. I'm sure half the people you have on here say Jim Lee, but kind of a cop out. But that's who got me into this whole thing, so I'm gonna stick with him.
Oh, word. I kind of figured, man. Definitely one of my top 3.
Yeah.
I think the Todd Father is my favorite. just as an artist and
Sure.
entrepreneur and businessman.
Dude's a
I love
genius.
his business. Yeah, very. Uh, do you believe in ghosts?
Uh, yes.
Do you
I would.
believe in UFOs?
I used to be like 100% on UFOs, and now I'm kind of like 80%, but probably,
All
yeah.
right. Have you ever seen one or another?
No, never, dude.
Oh, crazy. Uh, if you were element, earth, wind, water, fire, favorite.
Earth, wind, water, or fire? Dang. I would love to say like fire or water because they're kind of the coolest, but I'm probably more like earth. I'm just like
All
old and kind
right.
of
Old.
grounded, like kind of boring, but also essential. But yeah, I'll put some self-awareness there and not go with fire, as tempting as it is.
All right. And favorite color?
Favorite color? It's got to be maroon, baby. Texas A&M.
Maroon. Uh, any reasons why maroon?
Yeah, I did. It's just A&M, the school that I went to, man. That's the school
Oh, A
colors.
and M. All right.
Half my
A
class
and
is
M.
maroon, man.
All right. All right. I like it. I like it. And as far as Earth, man, Earth is a great choice. I mean, Earth brings life.
I
So,
tell you, man. I tell you.
there you go. Shout out to everybody joining in. I Wade came in. I saw him. Collins Art, Shadow,
What up,
Shadow
Wade?
Sky. Yeah,
Collins
what up?
Park,
What up?
Sky,
Todd
Notorious
Nuck,
Gas.
Mentor. Who's Jim Lee? Says
Ted doesn't
Fez.
know who Jim Lee is.
Right,
Reagan.
exactly. No, that's pretty dope, man. And maroon, that's the first. I don't usually get maroon.
Gotta be unique, man.
Yeah, damn right, right. When you're not creating, dude, what are you doing?
Me and my wife are huge fans of the outdoors. One of the reasons why we moved to Seattle. So if I'm not drawing or hanging out with my kid or my wife, I'm usually hiking up in a mountain. And there's a lot of places where you can enjoy the beautiful outdoors here in Seattle. We got like 3 national parks, like within a couple
Mhm.
hours from here. We obviously got the coast. We got Canada up north that I hear is beautiful. We still have to check it out. The whole COVID thing, kind of puts a halt on that. They're taking it pretty seriously up there, so hopefully it opens up soon so we can explore. But yeah, man, just anything outdoors. That's kind of what I like to do on my free time.
Word. How's the quarantine been treating you and your art, man?
I think, not to be insensitive, man, but I think the quarantine has personally been a good thing for me in mine. During the whole quarantine, I had a beautiful baby boy. We got to move to our dream destination, which is Seattle. Um, a lot of good things have happened during quarantine, but also, to keep everything in perspective, there's been some tough things too. Like us moving out here, not being able to see our family, as much as we wanted to be safe, and obviously distance plays a factor in it too. But honestly, I can't complain. But I know there's a lot of people that continue to suffer because of COVID related stuff, or just being isolated. I see, like, my old home Texas has kind of started opening it up, and that's great. But we're not out of the woods yet, so
Hmm.
hoping everybody out there can continue to follow what is recommended and gets vaccinated, and do does all those things with responsibility.
Word. As a human being, you're be damn responsible, right?
Exactly, man. What up, Josh? What
Um,
up, Morrison? Mr. Monster.
yeah.
Freaking
Morrison
Damien, dude.
definitely worth a shout out.
You should
Shots
have
for
him here.
kickers. Yeah.
You should have him here sometime, dude. Damien is a cool cat, and he does a lot of animation. His animation is sick, dude. So he's a cool dude.
Yeah, you're not. I don't think you're the first to let me know that. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely I'll check you out, man. Yeah, yeah. If you're interested, hit me up. I mean, there's really, if people are interested in being on, even better. It makes my job easier.
There you go. Reputation
Don't have
precedes
to.
him.
Don't. Yeah, it definitely does.
Hey man, do you feel comfortable speaking like this, or can I do like some art while we're doing this, or how do you usually?
Man, to me, I whatever makes you comfortable, man.
Oh,
You
I'm
feel
loving
more.
this. I'm loving
Okay,
this
yeah.
limit. I figured I might give people a little bit of art as well, because I know we have a bunch of our friends are artists, so I'm sure they might appreciate that.
Yeah, if you definitely wanna show and tell while we're going,
Oh
be
no,
my
just
guest.
I was thinking of just working on a piece. There's commissions that have to get done, so kill two
Work.
birds, as they say, right?
Yeah, yeah, damn right.
All right, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just continue doing your thing, dude. I'll be here, and I'll just get myself set up to kind of start drawing a little bit, if you don't mind.
No, man, I don't mind at all, man. As long as you're not like, what was that?
Well, I will try to do my best to multitask here.
Get your head in the game, man.
For sure, for sure.
Nah, it's all good. Yeah, and to me, like when people are on, I interview a bunch of graffiti artists as well. Sometimes, because of the graffiti world, they usually mask up, or
Oh yeah.
they usually just do their graffiti like what you're doing now, which is, I mean, not graffiti, but draw. Do art while they're talking. This is good. I don't mind.
Didn't
Don't
know that
mind
was
at
a
all.
thing, dude. Yeah, I'm actually learning something new. I've seen you have people that mask up, and I thought it was just like, oh man, that's cool, like COVID awareness, right? But I didn't know that was a thing
Oh,
with the. I didn't know
yeah,
that was a
yeah,
thing with the graffiti community. That's awesome.
for sure, brother. As far as your art goes, I mean, your art is very comic book, right?
For
That
sure.
that's um,
Totally.
how would you describe your art? You know what I mean?
I think it's unpolished comic book art, like sketchy, very kind of 90s style almost, but with a little bit of I'd say I'm sort of like a combination of well, my two biggest influences have been Jim Lee, who obviously we talked him to death about him today, but I just like the way that he can just kind of shorthand things. He has a very simple, very flowy style with very basic shapes, and he can just he can draw and rough up a comic page in like a matter of a couple minutes, and then he'll spend a lot of time refining, drawing over things, which I kind of find myself doing too. And then also David Finch has been somebody that I've learned a lot from, and he is a master of anatomy. So I think that my sketchy style, along with my knowledge of anatomy, kind of combine to kind of create the art that I'm kind of known for. So I guess that's what I would how I would describe my style, I guess, or lack thereof so far, to be
No,
determined.
word. Yeah, yeah. No, and as far as your style goes, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because I don't I'm trying to like get the right words, but I don't want to sound like mean or anybody, but for
I
me
suck, bro. I
personally,
suck. I know. Okay, you just let
for
it out.
me personally, I think you just suck, bro. Nah. No, your style is one of my favorite styles. I tend to gravitate towards the whole '90s look. So
Yeah,
there's a handful of artists that that kind of capture that essence of the '90s. My art resonates like with the '90s a lot, and
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
my favorite type of style of art when it comes down to like artists. You know, I nowadays everything's so simplified. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you see a lot of today's cartoons, and it's so simple, and it's like I can't do that. So, yeah, man, your art style is definitely on point, man. If you guys ain't following, Eddie draws it. You guys are doing yourself a disservice for sure.
I appreciate that, dude. I mean, you kind of hit something right there with the, I love, today's artists. There's a lot of digital artists out there too, right? I was talking to Pest the other day about this. Like, I love what digital people can do. I can't do the shit that they are able to do on their pads or on their, computers or those big rigs of theirs or whatever. But I just always love something about original art, like putting pencil to paper. It's just something, I don't know. Maybe it's nostalgia. I don't know what it is. I kind of love. I couldn't see myself practicing any other type of art, and that's not to take away from my fellow artists first
Hmm.
who work digitally on a digital medium. I'm trying to refrain from calling them digital artists, to put them in that box because they just do things differently, but they're able to to pull out beautiful pieces like you and I just but with different tools, man, and that's something to really to appreciate and respect as well.
Word. And while we're on the subject of digital media, there, uh, is this something that you might look towards in the future, or?
I'd say never, right? But currently,
Mhm.
I'm just having too much fun doing things traditionally. Um, I don't know if I'll ever, I wouldn't say even dabbled. I try to do things on Procreate, and I get like a tablet for work, right? And I was like, oh, that's cool. I got an iPad for work. The first thing I like looked up, I was like, okay, let me get a freaking Apple Pencil and see if I can get Procreate on here and see how that works. Um, Long story short, the iPad is like a generation older than
Mhm.
the first iPad you could use with the Apple Pencil. So it just didn't work, right? And so I was like, oh man, that's a bummer. Let me try it with my finger and see if that, and it was a nightmare. So I don't know, maybe down the line, but currently right now I have zero plans of you know doing digital work.
Okay. No, that's awesome, man. There's nothing wrong with going traditional. I always say that I think it'll be easier for a traditional artist to move towards digital than vice versa. You know what I mean?
That's interesting, man. You really think that way?
Yeah, I do. I personally do. I think so.
I don't know. It might be because I'm on the other side of the, or grass is greener, on the other side of the fence or whatever. But like, I am seriously jealous of all the things that digital artists can do and can try with like almost zero pressure. Like you can always
Hmm.
undo what you did before. So that kind of gives you like a little bit of freedom to experiment more and kind of be out there. Um, Somebody like freaking Pest, right, who does both, he might be, the true winner in this whole debate because he does both. So he gets the
Hmm.
freedom to try things new with almost almost no consequences, right? Because you can always go back to a save. Um, but it also kind of gives that confidence when he's doing traditional pieces. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I would. It doesn't matter what I think right now, right? That we'll say that for another show, man. But yeah, I do think that if you work traditional, you'll have a lot easier transition as opposed to vice versa because you're used to using all these tools, these let's rewind or let's backtrack a little bit. In traditional, it's something that you really you can in the pencil phase, but once you start adding color, inks, then you have to be really confident with your lines and everything that you're making, right?
Oh, for sure,
So,
man.
yeah. As far as now, since we're talking about different mediums, man, is there anything else that you want to try or have tried but just never really focused on that?
That's interesting that you bring that up, dude, because I literally had a class yesterday morning
Mm,
on watercolors. Right now, I
watercolor.
think my big, and this is not necessarily something that I need, but
Hmm.
I'm really interested in coloring my pieces, right? Um, you know, like the Jim Lee one, I think that would really pop if I were to like color it. So I I'm trying to see, you know, I've done Copics before, and one, they're expensive, right? Like I think I'm like $300 into one set, and I still have like more than 2/3 of the whole collection to go. So it's a very expensive thing to kind of try, right? And I feel comfortable, but not comfortable enough to kind of work on like finished pieces or commissions with Copics. So I'm trying other avenues. Yesterday morning, I put myself on a watercolor class. I don't know if you
That's
know the
awesome.
artist Ariel Olivetti. He's an Argentinian
I
artist
do not.
who does a lot of cover work, and he's kind of like in the same realm of like Alex Ross with you know, like oil
Oh,
and
okay.
acrylic and stuff like that. But he was offering a watercolor class, and I just said, "What the heck? Let's try it out." And yeah, I'm kind of exploring that to again, you know, just someday, hopefully soon rather than later, start adding a little bit of splash, a little bit of color into my pieces. Um, and if it's not watercolor, I'll try something else. I mean, I'll tell you what, though, man, that class really humbled me. It's hard, dude. It's hard.
And
Uh, it's a hard medium to work with, and I just, you know, I gotta keep trying it. But we'll see, man. Maybe
how was your work that you did for that for the watercolors?
it
How did
was
it turn out?
probably pretty terrible, you know. Like, and
Uh,
I didn't even do any like a like you know, I didn't watercolor over a piece like this or something like that. I was just doing exercises, you know, like trying to do like a smoky effect, or like, you know, I was literally spending an hour just doing spheres and trying to get like different effects on the spheres with watercolor.
mhm.
Crazy, dude. It's crazy hard. Um, but I'll keep giving it a try. And if it
Yeah, for
doesn't work
sure,
out,
man.
maybe I'll do acrylic or something else, or maybe I'll go back to Copics and, you know, really give those a shot. I'm trying to get. Do you know Benson Ink?
Never heard of him. No, yeah, I know Benson. Benson's awesome, dude.
So I'm trying to get him to freaking hook me up with a class or two on how he does his Copic and colored pencil, dude. Because I
Color
really look
pencil,
up to
yeah,
what he does. His
yeah.
stuff is
He's amazing.
crazy.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
definitely.
recently found out he's somewhere in Seattle. So
Oh, even
hopefully
better.
soon we'll have to hook up or collaborate in some way. But yeah, man, I'm trying watercolor, and I might try
Good.
other mediums later on to answer your question. But you know, my bread and butter is just pencils and inks, and I just barely recently just kind of got uh, comfortable with inking my own work. So I mean,
Okay.
it's I'm still, you know, I still got a long way to go, dude. But like I said, it's all about enjoying the process, dude.
That's yeah. There you go. I always say trust it. So
Trust the
enjoy
process,
it,
dude. Gary
trust
V.
it. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, he says that shit too. Fucking guy.
He says you gotta love the process. I think trust the process is a fucking it's an NBA term, right? Like the 76ers or whatever when they started tanking.
Man, I don't even know. I'm not a sports guy, man.
No? Man, I figure you
No,
go for
not at
the
all.
Bulls at least, dude. You in Chi-Town, right?
I love my sports. My hometown here and everything. I'll definitely root for them, but I'm not a fanatic like that. I'm not the type of guy to sit down on a Sunday and spend all day watching football. You know what I mean? It's like,
I totally
oh,
get it, dude.
okay, maybe like the Super Bowl championships. If there's a team that I like, I'll sit down for that. But I'm not. I got better stuff to do with my time.
For sure, dude.
Yeah, Collins is saying he's like, hey man, could I try coloring some of your pieces on his iPad? You know,
Yeah, for sure, man. Hit me up,
so
dude.
there you
I'll
go.
send you. I've been meaning to get some stuff scanned, and a an idea that was brought to me recently was to do like a color this, or like
Yeah,
what do you call it? Do
I
it
was
do this
about
in
to
your
say that.
style or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, get a piece out there and have different people kind of go at it. Send them my digital copy of one of my pieces and just let people go to town. I think that'd
yeah.
be kind
That'll
of
be
yeah.
that'll be sick. That'll be sick.
So yeah,
Joshua
man,
Kick
just hit me
says,
up.
"Word up, what deal?" Collins, you heard it, my man. Benson said, Benson. Joshua Kick says Benson would be a best person to talk to. He's already a teacher, so it's a win-win.
No way, dude. I didn't know he was a teacher, like an art teacher, or he's
Oh,
just like you know. I used to
yeah,
be a teacher too for a little stint, not a very good one.
yeah. What kind of teacher were you?
I was a middle school math teacher,
Middle school math.
seventh grade actually.
I
Um,
gotta ask, any horror stories there, man?
Gosh, dude. Uh, I think not to. I mean, nothing was like ever like horrible, but I think it's just the grind. Um, I would encourage if you have the means and the time and the passion for it, it's a great service, dude, to the community to be a teacher. It's just such a grind. There's hardly any support um, from faculty, from government, from parents, even. Um, and It's just kind of something that you can't really sustain for long. At least I know that because I didn't last long. My wife was a teacher as well. It's just it's a tough lifestyle right now. Currently,
Mm,
it's
yeah,
just it's
for
just
sure.
hard. You don't get paid for shit, um, and it's long hours, and they are draining hours. And parenting now is just like give your kid an iPad and hopefully you'll leave you alone for the next 2-3 hours. So whenever they get to school, man, like you have to be like it's like parents expect you to be the parent of their own kids, and it's just it's kind of crappy thing to do to teachers to discipline other people's kids. They don't need to do that. So
Well,
shout out to all the teachers out there. Benson, if you're a teacher, dude, mad respect, dude, because this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
yeah, yeah. We got a couple out there floating. Benson, the talented Mr. D. If you guys don't know who that is, he's also an art teacher as well and an artist. So yeah, I had a few of them on the show already, man. A few artist teachers here. It's pretty interesting. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy career and for sure underrated, man.
Yep.
Now for I gotta ask as well, man. Marvel or DC?
Okay. Um, I think Marvel takes the cake right now with everything that they're doing. Got the Marvel Studios doing their thing. The comics, the quality, the plan, although it's not perfect, far from it. I mean, it just kind of works what they're doing. DC, it just feels like as a company, owned by Warner Brothers, and I don't even know what's going on anymore. AT&T, whoever is holding the rights to all their properties now. It just kind of seems like too many cooks in the kitchen that can't get a plan together. You know,
Well
movies,
said.
comics.
Yeah.
But the characters, dude, the characters are amazing. Above, my little baby just woke up.
Oh.
The characters, I mean, you can't beat a great Batman storyline, you know, or, you know, Superman. As much as people rag on Superman, it's a hard character to get right, but when you get them right, dude, it's, you know, bar none. Their characters are classic, just staples of the medium. And if they would just get one thing going, dude, they could really kind of take over this thing. But it just doesn't seem like people are interested, or, you know, it's just a money grab for them, it seems like, these days.
That's what it's all about, man. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
It's true. It's true.
Uh, since we're on the topic of superheroes, man, two questions that I asked for all my comic fans out there. You know, villain or hero?
Who, myself?
If you yourself, yes, sir.
I'm kind of like wrestling, dude, you know? Like Stone Cold Steve Austin once was a heel, then he was a good guy, then you go back to being a heel. You know, I'm kind of all over the place, dude. I think currently in the mindset that I'm on, definitely a hero, dude. Trying to do good stuff for the community, for all my artist friends out there, man. Try to give everybody support and encouragement, especially those that are full time, dude. That's commendable, dude. And yeah, I'm just trying to be a you know, good help to anybody that may need anything from me, or, you know, I'm always at the service of anybody that needs help or advice or anything. So I'd say currently hero.
And last, superpower. Yeah, man.
Dude, I always wanted Wolverine superpowers, man. Like the healing factor.
All right. There we
I was
go.
one of those weird kids growing up that like thought that you know, I was just waiting to get my powers, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to just run around like feeling like I was Wolverine, dude. I'm like, oh man, look at my days. You watched Invincible?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Kind of like Mark, you know, just waiting for that day
Right.
to get your damn powers, dude. I was like that, and, you know, obviously I was sorely disappointed. You know, it seems like you know, I even stopped growing. You know, you stop growing at fucking 20 something, and I didn't even make 6 foot, dude. I'm like 5'10", so I'm kind of pissed about that too.
Oh,
But
yeah, I'm right there with you. So, yeah.
If I had powers, dude, I definitely would love like Wolverine's like healing factor and the claws, dude. You gotta have the claws.
You damn right. You damn right. Got to have the claws. As an artist now, any tips that you have learned over your years of doing art that helped you, that might help others wanting to join or struggling?
Sorry about the baby in the background.
He's answering for you.
Yeah,
Hi, guys.
he has some advice for everybody out there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just general advice for artists that are trying to do this thing.
Well, not necessarily general, more specific to you. What's something that helped you grow? Let's put it that way. Something that helped you grow as an artist.
Yeah.
That you could share with others.
I think like people, you know, if you're an artist, you know this, but people that want to become an artist, people that want to do this as, you know, either a side hustle or to do this as a living someday, they just think that there's like a magic formula, or, you know, like one thing of information that everybody keeps away from you. And that's not the case, man. Like there's nothing like doing the work. There's nothing like practicing your craft And it kind of, you know, I guess, you know, my advice, I got two things. Do the work. If you really, if you really have this as a passion, it'll easily become apparent if you got the chops or not, just as far as your motivation. Because I mean, you know this, dude. You know, you don't start drawing things like this. You start drawing freaking going back to basics and learning shapes, learning structure, learning composition, learning anatomy. There's a lot of things that you have to practice to make things work, to make good pieces of art. And there's no substitute for doing the work. So that's one. I mean, try it out. Don't be discouraged if you start out sucking. We all started sucking, dude. I mean, I gave up art for 10 years and I came back sucking. I was rusty as heck, man. Um, and you just have to fight through that, you know, like you have to practice, draw every day. And then secondly, man, you got to find a community of people that will support you, that will give you good advice, that will pick you up when you're down, you know, like that will motivate you when you don't feel motivated to draw. And I've been lucky enough to find that community of people. Like lately, you know, big reason the clubhouse, you know, I found people like you, people like Dom, Denzel, Josh out here, Pez, man. Just seeing those people turn out and just killing it with the work that they're doing every single day, it motivates me to keep going, you know, like I want to outdo all these people out here. So it's just
Yes, yes,
it's
yes.
it's just, I mean, it's just like a revolving door of like, okay, oh shit, you know, like Zim posted something, dude, that cover, that homage to freaking Hulk 340, I think it is, you know, that you did with the Wolverine and the Hulk Panda version. Sick. You know, Pez put something up, I want to put something up, you know, like what am I going to contribute today? So it just, the community, the fact that we're able to talk to each other either through here on lives or, you know, in clubhouse rooms and stuff like that, share ideas, share advice. That's huge, man. Like if you want to succeed in art, you need to surround yourself with people that are doing it. You need to surround yourself with people that are, you know, going to conventions and succeeding. You need to find yourself people that, you know, are going to local shows, going to farmers markets, and they're hustling, and you pick up stuff from everybody, you know. There's people out here that'll, you know, me, myself included, I put myself in this. If you need any help with anatomy, with, you know, just any drawing basics, you know, I got you. I'm able to contribute. I'm able to help people out. And just finding that tribe, man, it's important. So those will be the two things for anybody out there. Do the work, stick with it, and find yourself a community, dude.
Word. Uh, well said, man. Uh, Now, on a different note, do you take commissions right now? If people want to go ahead and get something from you, is that something they could do?
Yeah. Just like I said earlier, you know, I'm kind of still figuring things out myself. But I just recently started feeling commissions, and I'm thankful to have, you know, that community that supports me and kind of gets the word out. I've been able to get a few, and I am currently open for commissions. I'm churning them out. I'm finishing one tonight. This one's another commission, a sketch cover, a Deathstroke that somebody from, you know, I got a couple from Facebook, a couple from here on Instagram. Thankful that that I'm getting some work, and right now, you know, I'm putting myself out there. I'm trying to show value to people that are commissioning me. You know, trying to build relationships, trying to get my name out there, you know, let the word of mouth spread, and hopefully I can get returning customers, you know, word of mouth, get new customers, stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. So open to commissions for sure.
Sweet, sweet. Have you come across any commission horror stories?
Uh,
And maybe they cheaped out on you. Maybe
no, I don't have any
they,
horror stories, but I do have like a funny story. Not so funny, maybe we'll see. But like, there was one guy who I was talking to recently, and he wanted a very specific commission. He wanted a transformation piece, which is a really cool concept. I was actually stoked with the idea. He wanted Spider-Man to transform into a big character, right? And I was like, oh man, yeah, we can do Venom. But he didn't want to do Venom. Either he had seen it already before, or I think he mentioned that Venom wasn't big enough for him. You know, like he wanted somebody
Okay.
huge, like, and he wanted Kingpin. And so I was like,
Okay.
oh man, like that's, I don't know if I'm gonna, you know, I could do it, but I wouldn't have my heart on that, you know, like I don't know, you know, I don't know if I would 100% commit myself to it. So I was like working with him. I was like, hey, you sure you don't want to do Venom? Like, what if we do like Lizard,
Should
you
have done
know,
Hawk. Yeah.
Lizard, the Lizard, or somebody cool, you know, give myself a little bit of a challenge while also working in a cool piece. But I think he was kind of set on his ways with Kingpin. And then, so he was like, you know what, like, nothing came of it, right? And I was like, okay, well, that's cool, no worries. I'm sure that's going to happen a lot more uh, in months and years to come. So I wasn't tripping. But then I saw like a week down the road or whatever, Kyle Patchcock, I think is his name. He's kind of a big, you know, big time artist. He's definitely has a big following or whatever. He posted a commission, and it was the exact same thing that I had been requested to do. Spider-Man morphing into Kingpin, and he freaking knocked it out of the park, dude. It was an awesome piece, but I just kind of was funny to me that, you know, something I wasn't willing to do, another, you know, a big time artist, you know, kind of knocked it out of the park. So, and I'm cool with that. You know, I was like, you know, I wouldn't have done my best in that. Yeah, my heart wasn't in it. So it's cool that this guy got his, you know, his request done and done right by a great artist, and everybody came out happy, you know.
No, that's cool, man. And you know, just it kind of it's a nice segue, you know, from having the commissions and stuff, and I- and the for the man, I'm trying to get my words right here.
It's all good,
So
dude. It's all good. Drink water. Drink a little bit of
so
water.
so for business tips, as far as anything from business, I know you're just planting your seeds and it's growing. Is there anything that you have learned that you might want to pass on to people?
For business,
Yeah, you know, like
I think that the biggest piece of advice that I've gotten recently that is kind of influencing what I'm trying to do is you got to find the one thing that you want to be known for, right? So a lot of people, you know, when they start, especially me, you know, I'm all over the place. I do, you know, a whole different things. I started with like sketch covers, and like I used to do Inktober challenges, and I did sketch cards, like little trading cards for a while. And, you know, a lot of people want to do pencil work for comics. A lot of people just want to do prints. A lot of people, you know, find what you want to do and really go for it, dude. And I think that you do yourself a disservice when you kind of expand too much. You know, you kind of, you know, you pull yourself too thin and you go in a whole lot different directions. Um, I've gotten the advice to just kind of concentrate on something that you really like and do it well. And that will bring, you know, if you build it, they will come kind of thing. You know, you kind of master it. And then, you know, that's what you will be known for. And that's what's going to help you kind of grow your brand, grow your following, you know, doing great at that one thing that you're known for. So I would add, you know, as if you want to be like a successful like business person, I think that's the move. You know, if you're not doing this full time like myself, that gives you a little bit of freedom to kind of experiment, to have a little bit more fun, you know, a little less, you know, stakes that you're playing with. So I'm definitely not discouraging anybody to kind of be adventurous with their art. But you know, when you start talking business, there's definitely things that you got to keep in mind, you know.
Oh yeah, word up. Huh. Um, let's see. I'm debating here. I usually don't really do this. All right, let's. How about we do something a little different? Before that, man, do you mind staying a little bit longer? I usually give you guys, our guests, an hour.
Yeah.
If you don't mind staying a little longer, let's continue, man.
I probably like another 10 minutes or so. I do have a, you
And
know,
then,
a baby to take care of here who is I apologize again, is very vocal today, but you know,
no, work.
he's getting his green peas on right now, I think. So,
There you go. You know what? Yeah, yeah. We won't hold you. I won't hold you too long, man. I just want to ask.
I mean, it's
I just
fun.
wanted to go over your. Yeah, I wanted to go over your tools, man. The
Oh yeah,
type
for
of
sure.
tools that you use specifically.
Yeah, man.
This is usually a segment I have with all new artists on the show. It's called Josh's Tools. I usually have it halfway, but conversation was just too good. Um,
Well, I'll take that as a compliment, dude.
you
But
know,
yeah,
so
go ahead.
some of the tools you use, man. Some of your favorite markers, fine liners, whatever it is, man.
Sure. Well, I mean, you guys kind of have been witness to a little bit of my process. I start, you know, I work traditionally, so I do a lot of my very rough sketching with this is a lead holder. I think it's a Stedler brand lead holder.
Hmm.
But yeah, this is a two. I think it's an H. No, it's a 2H. A 2H 2 milliliter lead. Basically, what you have in your basic, uh, you know, yellow pencil that you take from school. Except this lead's a little bit harder. I like harder lead to sketch because it gives you a uh, very light lines, you know, so you're able to erase them easier, as opposed to a
Hmm.
softer lead like an HB that goes on a little bit darker. Um, it can get harder to erase, especially if you know when you sketch, you tend to make mistakes, so you have to erase. And if you keep erasing and erasing, it can eat through paper pretty badly. You can leave indentations on your paper that when you try to ink over that, it'll leave like a white line. So I try to do very light sketching. A harder lead is usually really good for that. Um, if I'm doing something that is kind of like high stakes, like my big commissions or whatever, I'll I'll go over my rough light lines with a mechanical pencil. I like the point four. Um, this is a Graph Gear 1000. It's a Pentel, and I think this is this is actually an HB lead, which will go down a little bit darker. Um, but it just kind of gives me more of a visual point to you know, before I commit to my inks. If I want to really see an area well before I apply inks, and that way I don't mess up, I'll darken it a little bit with a mechanical pencil, and that way, you know, it gives me more of a visual, and I, you know, tend to mess up less that way. Um, so that's penciling. If I do mess up, I like these kneaded erasers. I mean, I have one that's been with me for like 2 years, and I'm still using it. These things are awesome. If I need to erase something, uh, you know, it comes off pretty easily and it leaves no shavings, which I like. I do like using, you know, the high polymer erasers
Hmm.
as well. If there's a tough
Okay.
area where, you know, it did get a little too dark, got out of hand, those are usually best to kind of do a very tough erasing, but it does leave, you know, the shavings and everything like that. This is what's cool about a kneader eraser. It doesn't leave any trace behind. So um, for inking, I've been dabbling a lot with microns. I think these are kind of like my tools of choice. Um, as far as inking, I have used 005, an 01, and an 08. I feel like those are the three sizes that give me the most, what do you call it? You know, a 005 gives you like a very thin line, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's really easy to just kind of do sort of like a very light pass through to almost like not even commit yet. An 01 is very versatile. The 01, you can do a very thin line with it, or you can get, you know, pretty thick to do outlines and stuff. And then the 08, you know, it's the thicker one, and that, you know, that usually is like at the end where you need to make, you know, apply weight to your lines. That's usually something to go for, you know, do the 08 and in, you know, lines where you want to, you know, have like a little harder surface, or, you know, the sun or the light source is opposite to that line. You want to make it a little thicker. So I do the 08 for that. To fill in large areas of black, I like to use this Pentel brush pen. So it just kind of, you know, goes down pretty smoothly. This is a archaical ink, so it's not going to become purple or, you know, fade like a Sharpie would, let's say. And it just it's easy on like you know, bigger areas of black. And then so that kind of covers inking. For color, like I said before, I don't really color many things, but when I do, I usually go for the Copics.
Those techniques? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Never mind.
So when those come out, you know, everybody knows I mean business. I'm not proficient with Copics yet, but I'm kind of serviceable. You know, I can do a couple things with them, but, you know, they're a lot of fun. Buy at your own risk because they are expensive, and they don't last very long. You know, you have to buy either buy like a whole new marker, or, you know, buy those refills.
Word.
But they're still expensive, you know. But yeah, that's kind of the tools of the trade, dude. My tools of choice.
Awesome. And yeah, man, that's about it, man. I could definitely go on, and man, if you want, man, I would definitely want to have you back. Hopefully with some other time in the near future, man. Discuss a little bit more. Usually my first time around, I want to get to know about you. The second time, we usually discuss more in-depth of things that artists don't really talk about. You know what I mean?
For
So
sure,
those
dude.
conversations that those topics that we don't, as an artist, nobody wants to really, you know, lean in on. And
yeah,
I definitely want to get your take on that. So
yeah, next time we'll have to discuss politics and, you know,
yeah,
how to stop world hunger and you know, global warming and things like that.
There you go. If I know you said 10 minutes, let's finish it off really quick with the next giveaway, just so I could
yeah, man, go ahead.
Give it up to some people really quick. Everything's in there. Major Reaction was the last winner for the last show, and this time is 02 Cool. So shout out to 02 Cool. They are tonight's winner.
Congratulations, man.
Congrats.
What did they win, dude? What did they win?
They won
nice.
2 stickers of the yeah, there you go.
What's up, Noah? My buddy Noah over there. If y'all are ever interested in comic book content, he does some sales online too, man. Make sure to follow him. He's like 8 years old. The dude's killing it. Always good to see him. But congratulations to the winner, man. Those are awesome prices, dude. How do I get one for myself?
Oh, man. All you have to do is go to therealzimzimma.com and check that out. But for you, dude, just
awesome.
DM me, dude. I got you.
We'll let the folks know too, man. There's no shame in plugging yourself here once in a while. Yeah. Make sure you guys check out therealzimzimma.com. You know, no underscore, nothing, just one word. Check that out. Bunch of
bunch of originals. Obviously, you got prints out there as well. I need to update the shop now that I think about it. Also, make sure you guys are checking out Chatting with Zen. Check out the archives right there on the YouTubes. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, por favor. Shout out to everybody else who joined us, man. Thank you all for coming in. And, of course, our guest, man, Eddy Draws It. Eddy, thank you very much for joining us, bro.
Appreciate you, Sam, dude. It's been fun. Hopefully we can do this again.
We will.
Kid Bruce, man, he's freaking live in the back. He's had some fun. I hope that, what we talked about reached some folks, got something from it. But we definitely got to do this again, dude. It's always fun talking to you.
For sure. Likewise, brother. And sick ass Deathstroke, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, dude. Hopefully I'll finish it tonight. If not, early in the week, and you'll see it posted up there, man. It's a commission, by the way. If anybody's interested, hit me up.
Word up. And that's it, folks. Hit him up. Hit up Eddy Draws It here on the gram. Definitely on Facebook and Clubhouse.
Yes, sir.
I don't talk about Clubhouse too much, but we usually get flagged for it here on the gram.
Yeah, man.
So.
Let's not get shadow banned or anything.
Damn right. But that's it, man. Eddy, man, thank you again very much, man. And hopefully you and your lovely family have a great week coming
All right,
up,
brother. Hey, man, thanks for having me, dude. It's been fun. Thanks, everybody.
Likewise. And that's it, guys. That's episode 106. Eddy Draws It. There he goes. Thanks again to him for coming on, man. Great guest, great artist, man. So amazing. If you guys don't know or not following him, please go ahead and give him a big old follow. Everybody else who came on and joined in last minute, thank you guys for coming on, being here with us. Shout out to 0_2_cool. He is this week's second winner for the giveaway here. And, of course, check out Monsters of Art Clan. That's the crew. That's the art crew that we're part of. I'm part of and stuff. Very art collective. Excuse me again. Jesus. Art collective. So make sure you guys check us out. This was the prizes. Some glitter-fied stickers. So pretty awesome. Make sure you guys check out Live with Seven, of course. And hopefully you guys liked and dug the interview, man. Make sure you go back and check out J. A. Arts. He was my last interview today. He was interview number 1. And, of course, Eddy Draws It. Come back next Sunday. We'll have Monsters Art Clan's very own Botello 323 on. And he'll be closing out the month of May. If you guys want to participate, you guys want to be part of it, definitely hit me up. Just toss a DM. I'll do my thing, and we can set something up for next month, right? That's it. I'm out. Thank you all for joining, Josh. Thank you very much, brother. And, yeah, stay cool. Love one another. Help each other out, and above all, trust the process. Y'all know the deal. Zim Zimmer, I'm out, man. Peace out, y'all.